Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to see you again in Technology for School Administrators. I'm using a screencast this week to talk to you a little bit about what's going on in class. This is actually done with Screencast-O-Matic. You can just type that search into Google, and it is a web site that will allow you to create screencasts. That's a pretty cool deal. Before we get too far along here, I want to make sure and tell all of our moms Happy Mother's Day. I've enjoyed Mother's Day so far with my wife, and talked to my mom on the phone this morning. We had a great time at church this morning, just celebrating what God's done and His gift in giving us all of our moms. This week in class, the Week 2 folder is now up and running for you. It's ready to go. So we'll just take a little preview of that real quickly. These essential questions that are there each week are there to kind of help give you some things to think about. You don't necessarily have to respond to them directly, just sort of the objectives for the lesson. This week there's another video. It's called Pay Attention. You may have seen it. It's been around for several years, but it's kind of been updated on YouTube. Really another video about just how much technology is changing everything. And then also there is an article this week called Understanding the New Students. It's one of the better articles I found on just the changes that we can expect from students with the new generation. Actually, the article is written to college professors or college and universities as they're dealing with new students, but I found it to be the best I could find, and many of the issues are related to what we're seeing in K through 12 education as well. And then the discussion board for this week will be how we will participate in class after you read the article. Again, there are 4 questions that I have provided for you, and then you'll just choose 2 of them. You don't have to answer all 4, but choose 2 of them and create a thread for each one of those, and then just engage in the discussion by replying to some of the other threads and just trying to get as much out of the learning experience as you possibly can. As always, if you have any questions about this week, always feel free to email me at dguerin@regent.edu. My email's in the syllabus, or even you can give me a call if you need to. My phone number's in the syllabus as well. I also want to look forward a little bit right now. Going out into June, we do have a kind of a project that you'll need to be working on. It's not a huge project, but it's one that will require more sustained thinking than just a 1-week assignment. It's not due until June the 9th, but I wanted to go ahead and just give you an overview of that. On the assignments over here on your control panel, if you click on that, it'll bring you to this page, and details of the assignment are right here. Didn't give a lot of specific instructions. It's rather open-ended, I guess is what I should say. You have some choices on how you present your ideas, but read over that, and hopefully you'll sort of see a general direction of where you need to go. But again, it's pretty open-ended, so you can choose how to respond kind of for what works best for you as a learner. You can write a paper, you can do a PowerPoint, or even a screencast like this, or even an MP3 if you wanted to communicate your ideas. There's a scoring guide here as well to help you to kind of see how I'm going to evaluate the assignment when you turn that in. And then I also included some hot topics you might want to consider for your tech trends analysis. One-to-one initiatives are really big right now in Missouri, where I am. Many schools are implementing laptops or iPads or things like that, and giving them to every student to have 24/7, 365 days a year, or at least during the school year. So these are some hot topics, and some of them we'll talk about more throughout the course, but you might want to go ahead and start taking a look at some of that terminology if you're not familiar with some of those ideas. All right, I think that's it for now. We have a discussion board this week again, and an article to read, and that's pretty much it. Your active participation is much appreciated. Press on.